Imagine dropping like 5 grand on a calibrated, state-of-the-art 1080p projection system, right? You pull it all together, turn it on, and immediately you're getting frame drops and color banding.
Oh, man, the absolute worst.
Right. And the culprit isn't the projector or the media server. It's the 24-foot wire buried behind your drywall.
It's a painful realization for a lot of integrators.
For sure. Well, welcome to this deep dive tailored just for you. Today, we're tearing down the DVIGear DVI-2307-HR DVI-D cable from HDTV Supply. Our mission is basically figuring out exactly what goes into this specific 24.6-foot or 7.5-meter cable that gives it a $115 price tag. So, okay, let's unpack this.
Well, spending over $100 on a copper wire definitely, it triggers immediate skepticism for anyone who remembers the whole snake oil audio cable era.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Those were dark times.
Right. But the physics of pushing an HDMI V1.3 signal at 2.25 gigabits per second over that distance, it just changes the math entirely.
Yeah, that 2.25 Gbps threshold is critical. I mean, we're talking 1080p with 12-bit color, or PC resolutions maxing out at 1920 by 1260 hertz.
Exactly.
So with data rates of 2.25 gigabits per second across all lengths, is this cable basically just a massive widened highway for pixels? Like they just use heavy-duty 24 AWG copper and brute force it?
What's fascinating here is that it's not just about a wider highway, it's about keeping the traffic perfectly aligned.
Okay, what do you mean?
Well, sure, the heavy-duty 24 AWG copper wires definitely minimize insertion loss, but that's only half the battle. The real killer at 7.5 meters isn't just signal fade, it's skew.
Ah, right, the timing synchronization.
Exactly. If you're transmitting multiple data streams in parallel across different twisted pairs within that cable jacket, a microscopic variance in the length or twist rate of those internal wires means the data packets arrive, well, microseconds apart.
Right, and at over 2 gigabits a second, a microsecond delay means the video processor drops the frame, right? Or it scrambles the 12-bit color data because the red, green, and blue channels literally missed their synchronization window.
Nailed it. So DVIGear's engineering focuses heavily on ultra-low skew manufacturing tolerances, guaranteeing that simultaneous arrival is what actually preserves that unsurpassed digital fidelity.
Which sounds pristine on a lab bench, I mean. But stringing 24.6 feet of cable means traversing the single most hostile environment for a digital signal, which is the inside of a commercial or residential wall. You're running parallel to AC power lines, intersecting HVAC systems, all of that. But let me push back for a second. Can't any wire just go behind a TV and work fine?
I mean, in theory, maybe for a short 2-foot run, but in a wall cavity, no way. The electromagnetic interference, or EMI, is aggressive enough to induce voltage spikes that actively flip the bits in a high-speed data stream.
Oh, wow. So the physical armor really does matter.
It matters hugely for signal preservation. That's why the triple shielding here isn't just some marketing buzzword. They layer foil and copper braiding to absorb and redirect varying frequencies of EMI straight to the ground before it can penetrate those 24 AWG data lines.
And then they terminate it with gold-plated connectors.
Yeah.
Which, isn't to increase conductivity like some people think. It's because gold doesn't oxidize, right?
Right, exactly. An in-wall installation deals with humidity and massive temperature swings over the years. A standard oxidized connector creates electrical resistance, and that immediately degrades your high bandwidth signal.
Yeah, so it's a purely structural defense mechanism. And speaking of the wall cavity, ignoring building codes is how commercial installations completely fail inspection. This cable holds dual UL ratings, right? The UL13CL2 and UL758 AWM 2076.
Yeah, making it officially in-wall rated, those CL2 ratings are mandatory for a very good reason. Like if there's a fire, a standard PVC cable jacket basically acts like a fuse.
Steering flames right between floors.
Exactly, and releasing highly toxic smoke. The CL2 jacket formulation actively slows flame spread and restricts that toxic off-gassing.
That is so important for safety. Plus, it maintains RoHS compliance, making it green-friendly.
Which is a non-negotiable line item for any integrator managing a modern green-certified build. It ensures the product is manufactured without hazardous materials like lead or cadmium.
Right. The hardware engineering clearly justifies the cost. But for an integrator or a serious home theater builder, the safety net matters just as much. So why should you trust this product? Well, DVIGear backs this with a 3-year warranty, but the standout is their incredibly accessible, free, lifetime tech support.
Yeah, they are relentless about accessibility. Telephone, chat, text, email, and they even still support fax.
Seriously.
Seriously, it's a massive lifeline for legacy institutional IT departments.
That is wild, but honestly really smart. It highlights a fundamental truth about high-end AV architecture, I think. We allocate the bulk of our budgets to the endpoints, the flashy screens and the processors.
We really do.
Yet true digital perfection actually relies entirely on the hidden, heavy-duty, analog copper infrastructure buried silently inside our walls. So, next time you marvel at a flawless, uncompressed image, ask yourself, what kind of physics is happening behind the drywall to make it possible?